Tacos, the most iconic handheld food in America. Crunchy, spicy, perfect in every way. You order one, then another, then three more because they're small. But what if that seasoned beef was only 88% beef? What if those shells were fried weeks ago and shipped frozen? What if the chain charging you $14 for Kraft tacos uses frozen protein during rush hours? We ranked 7 major taco chains from absolute worst to surprisingly authentic. And what we discovered at number 3 will destroy everything you thought you knew about clean eating. Because the chain that built an empire on transparency, they're hiding something in those massive burritos disguised as tacos. Before we expose taco chains, understand this. Tacos aren't just food anymore. They're a battlefield where fast food meets street credibility, where authentic is weaponized marketing, where fresh means something different at every restaurant. We've exposed buffets, airport food chain scams, dessert chemistry. But tacos, this is personal. Because when your beef contains oats and mystery fillers, when your homemade tortillas come frozen from a factory, when your clean eating option has more calories than a Big Mac, you're not eating tacos, you're eating corporate lies wrapped in a tortilla. And the chain at number 1, they're the only major chain still marinating protein daily in store. Let's start with the one that turned mystery meat into a billion-dollar empire. 7 chains, 7 different levels of deception. One serves beef that's only 88% beef. One promises freshness, but delivers freezer-aisle flavor. One hides processed cheese behind gourmet branding. One shouts about flavor while operating a frozen prep kitchen. One built an empire on real ingredients while serving 1,000+ calorie bombs. One calls themselves Kraft, but freezes protein during peak hours. And one, just one, still hand-makes tortillas and marinates meat daily, like tacos are supposed to be made. By the end, you'll never trust a taco chain menu again. Starting with the chain that's been lying since 1962. Number 7. Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Late nights, road trips, that 2 a.m. craving only Taco Bell can satisfy. Fast, cheap, everywhere. The OG of American tacos. But here's what they've been hiding since a lawsuit forced them to reveal it. That seasoned beef is only 88% beef. 88%! What's the other 12%? Oats, soy lecithin, maltodextrin, modified cornstarch, anti-dusting agents, silicon dioxide, literally sand to prevent clumping. You're not eating beef. You're eating a beef adjacent protein blend engineered to taste like beef while maximizing profit margins. But it gets worse. Those crunchy shells? Fried weeks, sometimes months in advance at industrial facilities. Shipped frozen, stored in warehouses. The cheese? It's a cheese product. Milk solids blended with oils and emulsifiers. The sauce? High fructose corn syrup, artificial flavoring, and enough sodium to make your blood pressure spike mid-bite. A single Taco Bell taco can contain 600 milligrams of sodium. That's 25% of your daily limit in something the size of your palm. Taco Bell serves nostalgia, but it's engineered in a lab, frozen in a warehouse, and reheated behind a counter by someone making minimum wage. You're not eating tacos, you're eating processed memories wrapped in a shell that's been frozen longer than some relationships last. But Taco Bell at least admits they're cheap food. The chain at number 6, they promise freshness while delivering the complete opposite. Number 6. Del Taco. Del Taco, the West Coast answer to Taco Bell. Fresh Mexican grill, they call themselves. Fresh fries, fresh guacamole, fresh ingredients made to order. Except, none of that is true. That ground beef, pre-cooked at a central facility, frozen, shipped, then reheated in store. The fresh grilled chicken? Same story, pre-cooked, frozen, reheated. You're eating leftovers from a factory you've never heard of. But here's where the deception gets calculated. That fresh guacamole they advertise contains preservatives, citric acid, and stabilizers to keep it green for days. Real guacamole turns brown within hours. Del Taco stays green for a week. And the cheese? Pre-shredded blends with cellulose to prevent clumping. You're eating cheese-flavored sawdust. Del Taco promises freshness, but they deliver freezer aisle flavor with a side of corporate deception. At least Del Taco's cheap. The chain at number 5 charges premium prices while hiding processed ingredients behind gourmet branding. Number 5. Qdoba. Qdoba, Chipotle's crappier rival. Customizable bowls, gourmet toppings, that famous queso, free with every entree. Sounds premium, right? Until you look at what's actually in that queso. Modified food starch, artificial emulsifiers, sodium citrate, cellulose powder. That smooth, creamy texture you love, it's not from cheese. It's from lab-engineered stabilizers designed to keep processed cheese product flowing at exactly the right viscosity. But the queso is just the beginning. Those gourmet meats, pre-marinated at industrial facilities with sodium-heavy spice blends. A single chicken burrito bowl can contain over 2,000 milligrams of sodium, nearly your entire daily limit. And the calorie counts? Some qdoba tacos reach 600 plus calories each. You think you're eating 3 tacos? You're actually eating 1,800 calories of processed protein, industrial cheese, and sodium overload. Qdoba serves options, customization, choice, the illusion of control. But they don't serve transparency. Because if you knew what was in that queso, you might ask for real cheese instead. But Qdoba at least doesn't pretend to be fun. Number 4. They've built an entire brand on quirky energy, while running a frozen prep kitchen behind that welcome to Moe's greeting. Number 4. Moe's Southwest Grill. Moe's Southwest Grill. Welcome to Moe's. Quirky names, overloaded tacos, family-friendly vibes. Everything's fun, everything's fresh, everything's fine. Which is exactly the problem. Moe's doesn't serve bad food. They serve aggressively mediocre food disguised as flavor-packed Southwest cuisine. Those meats, processed at a central facility, frozen, reheated. The tortillas, bland, factory-made, shipped frozen. Even the salsa bar, their supposed differentiator, features sauces made from concentrate with preservatives. But here's what makes Moe's particularly frustrating. They shout about flavor. Welcome to Moe's. John Cocktiston. Wrong Doug. The energy is cranked to 11. But the food whispers shortcuts. Pre-cooked, frozen, assembled. You're paying $12 for a taco filled with enthusiasm, but lacking actual craftsmanship. Moe's proves personality can't mask mediocrity. But number 3, they've convinced millions they're better than everyone else, while serving calorie bombs that make Taco Bell look healthy. Number 3. Chipotle. Chipotle. Food with integrity, real ingredients, ethical sourcing, no shortcuts. They revolutionized fast casual dining by promising what others wouldn't: transparency. But here's what they don't tell you. A single Chipotle taco, or really a burrito folded awkwardly, can contain over 1,000 calories. 1,000! That's more than a Big Mac, large fries, and Coke. But it's clean ingredients, you say. Sure, clean ingredients, absolutely. Just a lot of them. A chicken burrito with cheese and sour cream contains 1,200 plus calories, 2,400 milligrams of sodium, more than your daily limit, 45 grams fat, 2/3 of a daily limit. You're eating clean, but you're also eating 2 meals' worth of calories in one sitting. And here's the part they don't advertise. That carnitas, that barbacoa, slow cooked for hours, yes, but it's not in your Chipotle. They're cooked at centralized commissary kitchens, vacuum sealed, frozen, then reheated in store. Food with integrity. More like food with integrity prepped off-site, frozen, then reheated behind sneeze guards. Chipotle isn't lying about ingredients. They're just not telling you about portions, or preparation, or the fact that their real food philosophy still involves industrial kitchens you'll never see. They serve integrity, but it comes with a calorie tax and a side of selective transparency. But at least Chipotle tried. Number 2 claims to be craft while freezing protein during peak hours like a corporate cafeteria. Number 2. Torchy's Tacos. Torchy's Tacos, Austin-born, bold flavors, craft tacos with personality. The Trailer Park, the Democrat, the Brush Fire. These aren't just tacos, they're experiences. And compared to Taco Bell and Qdoba, Torchy's is legitimately good. Real prep, unique combinations, creative flavors that actually work. They hand batter fish, mix unique salsas, create menu items that feel thought out, not focus grouped. But as Torchy's expanded from one trailer to 100+ locations, shortcuts appeared. Some locations use frozen protein during peak hours. The same brisket that's slow-smoked fresh at flagship stores, at busy suburban locations, it arrives frozen from a central kitchen. And the prices? $5 to $6 per taco. You're paying craft prices for corporate scale operations. Is Torchy's bad? No. Are they lying? Not really. But they're startling that dangerous line between craft authenticity and corporate efficiency. Torchy's serves creativity with occasional compromise. And that's what keeps them at number 2. Because number 1, they're doing something no other major chain does anymore. Number 1. Rubio's Coastal Grill. Rubio's Coastal Grill. Baja-style tacos. Fresh seafood. California coastal vibes. And here's what makes them number 1. They still do it right. Real fish. Grilled daily. In store. Handmade tortillas. Made fresh every morning. Proteins marinated in-house using actual spices, not pre-made frozen marinades. In an industry where fresh means thawed this morning, Rubio's actually preps, marinades, and cooks from scratch. Their original fish taco, the one that started the Baja fish taco craze in California, still uses the same recipe from 1983. Beer-battered wild-caught fish, grilled daily, topped with fresh cabbage, salsa, and lime. No shortcuts, no frozen protein, no corporate commissary. And the prices? Comparable to Chipotle. You're paying the same amount, but getting actual craftsmanship instead of assembly line integrity. Is Rubio's perfect? No regional chain is perfect, but they prove something crucial. Tacos can be fast, affordable, and real. You just have to care more about food than profit margins. Rubio's is number 1, not because they're fancy, but because they never forgot what tacos are supposed to be. Simple, fresh, made with a soul. And they're not alone. Some local chains are raising the bar. Tacos, 1986, Los Angeles. Street-style perfection. Handmade tortillas. Real carne asada grilled to order. They serve tacos the way Abuela intended. Taco Deli, Texas. Farm to taco, seasonal ingredients. Scratch-made salsas daily. Proof that tacos can be fast and fresh. Coyo Taco, Miami. Authentic Mexican flavors. House-made everything. Zero shortcuts. They serve Mexico, not marketing. These places prove the future doesn't have to be frozen. Tacos are supposed to be simple. Meat, tortilla, salsa, maybe some lime. But somewhere along the way, corporations weaponized simplicity. They replaced beef with protein blends, fresh with frozen, craft with compromise. If your beef is only 88% beef, if your shells were fried weeks ago in a warehouse, if your clean eating option has more calories than a Big Mac, what else are we eating without asking questions? Next time you order a taco, maybe ask yourself, is this food or is this just corporate nostalgia wrapped wrapped in a tortilla. Think taco chains are bad? Wait until you see what desserts are hiding. Watch before your next buy and eat.